I grew up in a life of ministry, growing up in a home where my parents were pastors. And when I was 6, I was molested by one of the leaders in our church. And I always kept that secret inside. Nobody, not even my parents, knew, and I thought I was alone. And it immediately ruined my life. Growing up, I always felt like the black sheep in my family. I always felt like there was something weird about me, and yet people said that there was always something different about me. Then I grow up and I get molested again, and I was in a lot of abusive relationships, all physical, emotional, like every single type of abuse that there was, I went through it. And I accepted God June of 2013, and Pastor Joe came and Pastor Paul came, and she told her testimony in her sermon. And it was a lot of truth, and I saw what God did in her life. And it was amazing to see how someone that was so broken, God completely restored, and I wanted that. So after the service, I went up to her and I just thanked her for being so vulnerable and so open, and just speaking so much truth. She immediately hugged me and she started to pray for me, and she saw that there was a root of rejection in my life. The feeling of feeling left out was something more than what I thought was just the norm, but it wasn't. It was something spiritual that was dealing inside of me. She prayed for me, and 6 months later, she tells me that God is gonna fully restore me. So 6 months down the road, I see that God just did something so new in me, and He put such a fire in me and completely restored my life. And I am no longer the reject. I'm no longer the black sheep of the family, but now I am the light wherever I go. I am the presence of God wherever I go, and I completely give honor to Pastor Paul and Pastor Joe because of what they're doing. And I know that the same way that they did it in my life, they're going to be doing that around the world with everyone. And it's so amazing to see how God comes in through people with His truth and His love, and just completely transform people's lives with His love.